The Octopus 8 project, I think, is a pretty unique project for games design university courses in general, and it is definitely recommended. The things that I learn as a student for games design here are really difficult to apply in practice unless you get an internship, which is notoriously difficult to do in the games industry. So to have a project like this where you get to actually do the things that you've been taught over the years is invaluable. It's an absolutely amazing project, and it's fun to do with friends, and it's awesome to see how everything you've learned actually applies in reality. So I'd absolutely recommend it. It's a perfect combination, and it would be silly not to do it if you are a student at Brunel.
When I was choosing to which university to go, I instantly thought that I would like Brunel very much because of the atmosphere and the games design course in general. And to begin with, I did not even know that I can do Octopus 8 project. I just thought that I will do simple game courses, oh, how to make games. Since I have joined course with creative writing, oh, how to write, I don't know, essays, some fantasy stories. But then I learned that I can actually have practice during the summer. And when I learned that like a couple of my lecturers also have a company that can accept me and help me to choose what I would like to be, I'll just have that first step. I took it instantly because I really wanted to. And when I started doing it, at first I thought, I'm not gonna make it, it's too difficult. But then I realized that this is such a great experience that I can actually learn what is it to work with an industry. And then I just instantly thought I'm gonna do it for the next year as well, because that's a great CV thing to write. And also it's a great practice. And not also I could learn new things from the Octopus 8, but I could also learn what I want to do and what I don't want to do and just like set my boundaries right. So Octopus 8, like, it's so funny that I did not even know that it was a thing in Brunel, but I'm so glad that I just accidentally stumbled upon it. And since I'm a second year, I wish I could do it in the third year because it's such a great experience to have. And I'm really grateful that Brunel has this opportunity.
Yeah, so O8 Studios and the summer project that they run, I can't describe it really in enough words. It's just a fantastic opportunity to kind of practically apply a lot of the theoretical and I suppose some of the practical stuff that we've learned throughout the year from the actual university course from Brunel. But not only that, but it's a safe space where you can make loads of mistakes and you get the support from lecturers and friends, which I think makes it even better than what you might find in a real world situation. Even though we try to emulate that as accurately as possible, I think it's this is the time to make mistakes, and you can't really go up to your boss all the time.
Octopus 8 has been a truly, truly wonderful experience. Not only have I taken everything I've learned from Brunel, from all the different lectures, whether it was the studies or the programming, but I've been able to actually create something that I am super proud of, something that I can show off and have on my CV and take back home with me. So it's truly been a wonderful experience.
This course is an excellent course. It's got lovely lecturers. It's an excellent subject for creative thought. And yeah, as well as that, the extracurricular events like participating in the Global Game Jam and Octopus 8, well, it gives you that experience without needing to go out and get an actual job. Whereas, even though Octopus 8 is an actual job.
I think Octopus 8 has provided an excellent opportunity for all students of different varieties, such as myself, who's a year one student, and learning to manage a team, work with a team, and develop a fully published game has been absolutely fantastic with the program, and is one of the biggest opportunities that this course offers alongside these study programs. I think it's really pushed it, and I'm very excited to do it again next year.
I honestly think the Octopus 8 project, it's an amazing opportunity for anybody who is studying game design at Brunel. Honestly, just having this opportunity at Brunel puts it leagues above other courses that don't offer this sort of opportunity to actually work in in an environment that is very close to what you would actually have in a real game industry, like working situation. Doing Octopus 8, it has really helped me understand and first-hand experience the full development pipeline of making a video game. Sure, it's condensed into a 2-month time period, but still you are literally going from concept, prototyping, design, implementation, bug fixing, QA, playtesting, everything, marketing, to publishing a game. So yeah, I think it's a fantastic opportunity, and if you're at Brunel or thinking about applying to Brunel to study game design, absolutely do this. Do the project. It's really great fun, and it will put you so far ahead of anyone else because you can already say that you published a game. I myself have done it 2 years in a row now, and I feel really confident about my ability to actually jump into the working life in game development because of these projects that I've done. So I really like it.
O8 has provided me with a wonderful opportunity to test my skills as an artist, as well as to broaden my horizons. This is thanks to the Brunel's game design course, which is what has helped me to accomplish a lot in the O8 project.
Honestly, doing Octopus 8 is a reason to go to this university and do this course. Like, it kind of stands on its own 2 feet. There aren't really, as far as I'm aware, other universities that do anything like this. The experience from doing this, like essentially working in a studio, like it's hard to get something like that outside of this, and having this opportunity here is unbelievable. And being able to apply everything I've learned into like these practical thing, or this one practical thing, and have something I'm really proud of at the end. It's very valuable. I can't really say how valuable it is. It just keeps going.
I feel very grateful doing my games design course in Brunel University. The reason for that is that one of the main, any university's aim is to build a student's career, successful career, right? And Octopus 8 is providing the perfect opportunity for that, as I'm not just learning how to work in a team, how to manage a project, how to design a game efficiently. I'm also actually feeling a much giant interest in, I want to do it. I feel like this is where I belong. I want to work in teams in the future. I want to be a producer in the future. I want to stay in this industry and put a value in the world, my value. And I think Octopus 8 it has been just such a great experience. It has been an amazing summer, and I don't regret doing it. It's a good memory, and I'm interested in doing it next year too.
Yeah, I think the good thing about doing Octopus 8 as part of Brunel is that it gives quite a lot of students a unique opportunity to make a game with their friends and make a game that they can put on their CV, put on their portfolio, things like that. Whereas if it was without Octopus 8, I don't believe as many students would have such an experience during the summer, or an experience to make friends, to make games with friends like this at any time. It gives you almost a free trial almost of what games design would be like, without having the punishable consequences of having a job and being worried that a AAA game may fail and things like that. It's just a group of you and 4 of your friends learning how to make a game that you can then show off later in life.
The Octopus 8 program is very useful. It gives you a lot of insight on how it feels to work at a games development company, and because of that, it gives you the work experience you need for the future, and it's just a lot of fun.
I'm really glad that Brunel University provides a program like Octopus 8. It gives everybody who's taking part in it a feel for what it will be like to be in the games industry, because not a lot of universities provide these kind of experience, and when you actually go to a company to get a job, they'll ask you, do you have any experience? And if you say no, they'll obviously pick the person who's got that experience. So this gives you kind of a head start on everybody else who's in the same field. And it doesn't matter what your role is, if it's a programmer, designer, artist, or a producer, or a writer, because it's important to know what it is to like in a team, and this gives you that. And it also amplifies anything that you do. So if you were a programmer like me, you would start with a bit of a knowledge about how you can do stuff, and you think it's fine, and then towards the end of the program, you look at your first self and think, well, I could have done that better, because this program really levels up all your skills, and it's a great thing that the Brunel University does, and I would recommend it to other people to try it and also pick games design.
I couldn't think of any other place that would do something like this, especially unis, and how it transitions from the stuff you learn straight into practice is really, really useful, especially going into third year, although I would have liked to do this last year as well. And I just, not even just having it as a program, just having a way to get 4 people together consistently every day to work on a game is just something that's really difficult, especially if you don't have the equipment or the time. So just having a specific day and like facility to use is really, really useful for portfolios.
When it comes to Octopus 8, I would definitely promote it when it comes to the newcomers to the course. I think at first it can seem like an intimidating thing to take on because it takes 9 weeks and you actually have to sacrifice quite a big part of your time when it comes to especially summer to invest it into something that you've never done. And I think if you know what you're good at and you also have a bunch of friends that have their own specialty, you can combine this thing and bring something very amazing to life. So I would definitely recommend it to anyone who wants to try it.
I'd recommend taking part in 08 because 1, it's a really fun experience. 2, you come out of it with a game as well. It's really good because you get to learn how to work with a team as well, and also these are your friends, so you get to potentially work with them in a future project for next year as well. Plus, it's just very valuable to have a game already made now because the industry is really about having games already made before. And having 2 solid months just to work on a game with nothing else to do is really good.
I'm really happy that Brunel University has provided the opportunity to do this. It's really expanded my skills in art, which is kind of my main focus in games. I've had to create hundreds of pieces of art for this project, and my skills have just really gone up. I know for a fact that other universities don't provide the same experience for game design course or just any courses, so it's really a special course. It really stands out from other universities, I think. And working in a team as well for so long, it's been an amazing experience. It's really good for the industry, and I'm just so happy. I'm definitely going to do it next year, and I would recommend it to anyone else interested.
I think Octopus 8 is a really good first step into the whole working industry, and it's really nice to get the chance to do this project because it not only helps with portfolio and CV, but it's also a very fun experience. You get to actually do the stuff you've learned in a course, which is really fun.
I think Octopus 8 is a very unique opportunity at Brunel because it's a guaranteed way to publish a game officially under a company, which you don't get in many other places around the country.